Winning has always been a very good feeling to anyone.
And winning at home.
Yeah, and winning at home, in front of our fans, after so many years. It was a very sweet feeling.
Welcome to another episode of One Land One Stories, and today I'm here with
I'm Tanga, Kabras Sugar number 9, and so far I've played both 7s and 15s
for the
national team.
For Kenya 7 Sugar and Simbas.
Yeah.
So Tanga, take us through. Most of us as your fans and people who watch you play.
Yeah.
And also other rugby players don't really know you very well, your journey, how you've been, your rise through these rugby circles and everything. Take us through first and foremost where journey yako ilianzia wapi?
First,
on the timeline.
I started rugby in 2011. First I was playing volleyball, libero. But I saw it's not my thing, so I shifted to rugby 2011.
Yeah.
So I played rugby 2 years in high school, Ambira High School. After that, after high school, I went to Western Vampires. Though now it's currently called Border Racks.
Yeah, Border Racks.
Yeah, it changed its name.
Yeah.
From Western Vampires.
Border Racks in Busia.
Yeah, in Busia. Yeah, they say kuna raga mpakani. So after Border Racks, I went to Kabras Sugar. That is 2014.
2014.
Yeah, and that's where I started my club rugby.
Yeah. And that was when Cabras was in the nationwide league, or it was the first Kenya Cup.
Yeah, that was the nationwide league.
Nationwide league.
Yeah.
And how was the transition back then at Cabras and rising through, being the onset for Cabras, getting into the nationwide league and rising through the ranks? How was it?
First, we played a lot of games just to win. To win nationwide, it wasn't that easy.
Yeah.
But we pushed through, winning almost all our matches.
Yeah.
And we emerged victors, and we were promoted to Kenya Cup.
And in your first season, you guys did a major upset.
Yeah.
Major upset that many teams had failed to do, and that was the Suguta Valley. Suguta Valley 2014
Wanyore
Kenya Cup, when Wanyore walikuwa Wanyore.
Yeah, and that was a very hard game. We had to dig deep. Now that we had just been promoted to Kenya Cup, we went there as underdogs, but eventually we emerged winners. It was not an easy game, but hard work always. Valley. Yeah.
And just a short highlight on that time. What helped you guys as a new team, Cabras? Because people didn't know much about Cabras, but they did what so many teams had failed to do. What helped you guys kufika hapo ga Nakuru at home?
As much as people used to say we are Man City, we have a lot of money, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Brotherhood made us become victors in that match. Because we were always together, training together, working hard. We just had to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now take us back to your journey at the father of the onset of Cabras. Now coming forward, Cabras.
Coming forward from
the win at Suguta Valley, that was part of the journey.
Yeah.
While you're joining Cabras into the nationwide and coming upwards. Now after that highlight on the onset with Cabras, going forward.
After the
journey.
I think after that we were known for winning most of our matches in Cabras, and we became a core team in Kenya Cup League.
And then the first Kenya Cup title in 2016.
Yeah, we emerged victors. We won Kenya Cup in 2016 against Impala.
Yeah.
It was not also easy because we played in the rains. I remember I even scored in that game. Yeah.
You're the real Wanyore people.
No, us we are Tang.
But Cabras iko synonymous na mvua. Na mvua ni kitu ya Wanyore, like go back to the Abanyore clan in Western. Wanakonga the rainmakers.
Yeah. But for us it was always hard work. You play in any weather you find. So we just had to dig deep and win.
Yeah, and there's usually a myth or a stereotype that Cabras perform better in the rain.
That's ancient times. Nowadays we play rugby in any weather.
Yeah. And then now, fast forward. I remember back in 2016, Safari Sevens. You had your first stint with was it Shujaa or Morans?
Shujaa.
Yeah, take us through.
That year I was also surprised to be named in the Shujaa squad because it was I think my second national circuit here in Kenya. So I was surprised. The late Benjamin Aimba named me in the Shujaa.
Yeah.
And playing with the big guns.
Big guns.
You know, it's not easy to play with them, but I pushed through and I played me.
And I remember even that time when the whole world discovered Tanga because in 2016 you are the MVP.
Yeah, and also the smallest player in the team.
Yeah.
So I just had to work hard and achieve my targets that season.
Because I remember even that time you really inspired so many players.
Yeah.
It wasn't about size; it was more about skill and everything. And even for you to emerge the MVP.
Yeah.
It was the highlight of the tournament because I remember that time fans really liked your game. Like everyone, that Safari Sevens, everyone was like Tanga. It was everywhere, brand Tanga. And I remember just a step back in that seventh circuit, it was either Aluda Beda or Tanga. Aluda Beda in terms of the hot steppers. But then you stepped up in the MVP and became the MVP for that Safari Sevens in 2016.
Yeah.
How was the feeling?
The feeling was so nice. As I told you, I was also surprised.
Yeah.
But I think that was a reward for my hard work, and I still thank God for such moments in my life.
And how has the journey been with Kenya Sevens? Because there's a time you've been having a short stint away. Take us through.
I think it reached a point I got sick.
Yeah.
And my fitness was tampered with a little bit, so I focused more on myself so that I can come even better.
And I'm sorry to cut you short, but just take us from the onset, from that Kenya, after that Safari Sevens, your journey with the Kenya Sevens.
My journey with Kenya Sevens, it has always
from that 2016 Safari Sevens.
It has always been good. Support from the teammates, from the management.
Yeah.
And I think me being too small for rugby, they used to push me and tell me, yes, I can play this game.
Yeah.
And that pushed me through even to become a better player.
Yeah, now going into 2017, how was the journey with the Kenya Sevens?
In 2017, it's when I was called up again by Nato Simiu, the coach, where I played for 2 seasons. Also with the big guns.
Big guns.
Yes, it was not easy, but I just had to play. All of them, they were there.
Mbaka,
yes.
And then now you Tanga.
Yes.
But at that time you're also a big gun to the fans. You're like, Tanga.
Yes, but you know they are the senior most.
Yeah, so there's a way they look at you and there's a way the environment is.
Yeah, in every setup you must you will always find there's seniors and the juniors. So you always respect, you just respect where you are.
Yeah, because I remember that time, because those fans we knew, penye Tanga ako, sure. Even right now, ask any fans, even the Cabras fans. Anywhere you see Tanga, even me myself, I'm a very strong Cabras fan. Anywhere you see Tanga, the moment Tanga ayuko, like, okay.
It's all God's working, man.
Yeah, and then now, still, that was your stint with Kenya Sevens. Fast forward to you played for 2 seasons. Which seasons were 2017, 2018, and 2018, 2019?
It was 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019.
Yeah. And then what were your highlights? What was the first leg in the main circuit in the World
My
Series?
first leg was Dubai Sevens, where I went in as a rookie.
Yeah, 2018.
And I remember
2017.
Yeah, I remember being given the first game to start against NZ. And that's where I scored my first try.
And you still delivered.
And I still delivered.
You seem to thrive in a tough environment.
Yeah, you have to.
And how was the feeling stepping into the big stage for the first time and the World Series? Because here and there are 2 different grounds, and the players are also different, and the experience is also different. How's the experience as a rookie?
You'll always get that anxiety. You are not too settled.
Yeah.
But again, you remember you are representing 50 plus million Kenyans outside there. So you just have to step up and play well. Yeah.
Because you've also earned your right to be in that jersey.
Because it's not easy being chosen 12 among all the players who play for Kenya, who play in Kenya.
Yeah. And this is sevens, a big sport in Kenya.
Yeah, very big sport in Kenya.
Yeah, and fast forward away from Kenya Sevens, you're still with Cabras now.
Yeah.
Going back to Cabras, the journey through the years, because I remember after winning the 2016, it has been struggle after struggle, 5 years, 5 years, 5 years in the waiting, 5 years in the waiting, 5 years in the waiting. Every time we come back, and then now there's the Nandi Bears one. Take us through that journey of those 5 years before eventually winning.
I won't lie, not winning is frustrating to a club. And more so to a club that is being sponsored by a big sponsor, a big brand in Kenya.
Yeah.
But we knew our time will surely come.
Yeah.
And that's where we won the 2021 Kenya Cup. It was
2022.
Yeah, 2022 Kenya Cup.
For the 2021-2022 season.
Yeah.
And how was the feeling? How's the feeling as we go back a little bit? Every time you come, you lose to KCB, How did you guys manage to get through that? Because even others fans were even really frustrated, because every time we come, we lose. And even the most frustrating one was the Nandi Bears one, the comeback. How did you guys handle that as players, as teammates? How did you feel? How did you handle it?
I think we just went back to our brotherhood, and we had our plans and goals again.
Yeah.
And we decided to go back to the drawing board and decided to work even smarter. Yeah. That's why we emerged victors this last season.
And just looking, and then one thing I would like you to bring a highlight on, which so many fans and so many other people in the rugby circles always really find it, always really highlight on it, is the Nandi Bears one. And the Bears one was one of the heaviest moments.
Yeah. In sports, it was till date. It has never escaped our mind.
It was never sunk in.
Yeah. So
how did you guys feel?
It was not a good feeling. I won't lie. It was not a good feeling. But in sports, such moments occur.
Yeah.
So as I've just told you, we just went back to the drawing board and decided what we will do the following seasons, and there was fruits in the season.
And then fast forward back to this previous season. Where in the finals with the Oilers at home. Take us through it.
To play a final is not easy. Some people will say it's easy, some people will say it's not easy, but for us, we knew we went to that final knowing it won't be easy, because first we're playing our it's always a derby playing Oilers.
The Rai derby.
Yeah, the Rai derby. So we knew it wasn't going to be easy.
Yeah.
So as you saw from first half, it was they really came.
I remember.
They really came.
We were really worried actually.
Yeah, but composure and I think just hard work still that made us win that game.
And if I'm not wrong, that game started from the bench.
Yeah, I started from the bench. I came off the bench.
Yeah.
Because
I remember once you had come off the bench, even I, as a very analytical rugby guy, I realized there was a change in the game. Because there are two people who really stepped up in that game. It was you with the forwards, and then John and Kubu with the territorial kicks and the points.
Because me sitting on the bench, I had already seen everything that I'm supposed to go and do inside there.
Yeah.
That's why when I came in, most of the things changed. Because I knew I already seen the weaknesses and what I can do better to make my team win. Yeah.
And how was the feeling now, winning last season's Kenya Cup?
Winning has always been a very good feeling to anyone.
And winning at home.
Yeah, and winning at home in front of our fans.
After so many years.
After so many years, winning at home.
Yeah.
In front of our fans. it was a very sweet feeling. Even our sponsors were happy. Yeah. And I think
even I as a fan was extremely happy. I was actually worried, but I knew. And
that final we played for our sponsor here because you knew well he had an injury. He had an accident with the Safari Rally, so we dedicated the final to him.
And how is he faring on right now?
So far so good. He's okay. Yeah. He has started walking, and I think even the fans should continue praying for him. I think he'll be better very soon. Because
I understand he has played a very big role in the Cabras Rugby family and sitting and also the sponsorship for the game and everything.
Even the community at large. He is the one who's been sponsoring a lot of stuff. So we just pray for him. He gets well.
And I also understand he's a very passionate guy with this kind of
things. He loves sports.
Yeah, he loves sports. And he has really played a big role to the rugby management at Cabras and everything. And then now fast forward to now you had a break with Kenya Sevens.
Yeah.
Take us through it also.
As I told you, I fell sick somewhere between 2019 and 2020. Yeah. So I was not so much involved in rugby because at times it's life fast. I was diagnosed with malaria, and it was not easy for me. Yeah. So after recovering, it was not cerebral. It was just a normal malaria, but
a different strain.
Yeah. It took me back, so I had to focus with my life first. Yeah. So I came back at 2021-2022 season. Yeah.
You've been training with them, and now you came back. Was it Hamilton?
Yeah, in Hamilton Sevens and Sydney Sevens.
How did it feel to get back to the big stage? And now you are not getting back to the big stage as a big boy.
I came back as a more stronger, more confident. Yeah. And I think it was also evident from how I play. Yeah. And I think going forward, I just have to work hard at least to keep my position.
Yeah, because even I personally, and these are my sentiments as a person outside the circles, and just looking at it from a point of view, actually noticed there was a big change in the halfback position with the Kenya Sevens, and it felt like there was a missing puzzle with the Kenya Sevens with the combination. I'd even talked to Ronnie earlier about the same thing. The moment Ronnie, Omondi, and you, Tanga, came up in the setup, there's been a very big shift with the halfbacks. And it was like that was the missing combination that we needed there in the halfback position. And I even noticed with the Sydney Sevens, the last weekend Sydney Sevens, you guys really stepped up, and eventually, personally, you really stepped up with the stats, with the number of tries. I think you had 4 tries that weekend.
I had 4 tries in the whole tour.
The whole tour?
Yeah, Hamilton. I had 2 tries in one game.
Yeah, because I remember even you really stepped up. There was a game you really stepped up. And even the Kenya Sevens versus Tanga game, you really stepped up, but luck wasn't really on our side. Yeah, but we lived better, but of importance was that the ranks, we rose up the ranks.
Yeah, that was a positive for us because as it is now, for Kenya, we go step by step. We know we'll get there.
A day at a time.
Yeah, that's what we can promise the fans. Yeah, we will get there.
And what are your prospects going forward with Cabras? First and foremost with Cabras Rugby, and then with Kenya Sevens.
I think for Cabras, even as much as I play Sevens, they will always remain to be my club. Yeah. For me, I still wish my club well. Yeah. And I will always help whenever I can.
Yeah. And then with the Kenya Sevens?
With Kenya Sevens, I think hard work still continues because the preparations are starting on Monday. Yeah. So the fans should expect a lot more from us.
And then just there's a part you've not featured on, but now this Simbas, Kenya 15s. You've also had a stint with the Simbas. When did you get your first call up with the Simbas?
I got my first call up in 2022 season. Yeah. That's the first time I got my call up as a winger scrum half. Yeah. But
actually, you started off as a winger and then just
I started as a winger, then I went to scrum half. Yeah. That was 2020 2021-2022 season.
And how is the feeling? How is the transition to the Simbas and the journey that has been with the World Cup campaign?
First, playing for the national team, most of 15s, isn't easy. Because you will find the competition is not as Kenya Cup. So you'll get very competitive teams outside there. So it was not that easy at first, but of course I told you there are seniors who will always push you through. So I got some good guys inside there, and they were always telling me you can. And hard work has always been my strength. And so you work hard and you get the results.
And then as we finish through, what are the simple things you'd like to point out that were done well with the rugby, within the rugby circles over the last 1 year, and what things need to be changed and what things need to be worked on better?
I think so far so good. The league is okay. I think the career has made Kenya Rugby to be at least a little bit competitive. And going up also, we've got a lot of exposure with the national 15s. And I think that's what should always be done.
Continue the exposure, the games.
The games, everything. It gives the players that
motivation.
Motivation and strength to even face stronger teams outside there. And then as you finish, and then the final parting shot, what do you have to tell to your fans, your fellow players, and people also who look up to you? First of all, in life, you always have to work hard. Most of us are man. And also, as it is now, you've seen the ladies rugby is also in. So everyone should just work hard. And always pray. I do pray. That's what has always pushed me through. And to my fans and the fans to the clubs I play for, I just want you guys to always pray for us, and we'll always deliver.
And to your sponsors, the guys who make it possible, the Kabras Sugar.
To Cabras Sugar company, I first want to thank you for always being with us. It started from COVID till date. We are very thankful, and we will always work hard to push the brand up. Thank you so much for taking time off your schedule today to be with us here. We don't take it for granted. We are very grateful, because it's not every day you meet Brian Tanga on these streets. It's not every day you meet Brian Tanga. I'm always available.
It's not every day you meet Brian Tanga, and it has been an honor for us at 1 Million Stories to have you here. And we'd also like to also document your journey over the next couple of years as you go through this rugby journey. And thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Asante sana.
It's a pleasure.